Hello beautiful people, welcome. Today we are back in the sexy world of Dream Daddy. It has been a while since I played, so I don't really remember where I left off.
You've got dads.
You've got dads. Oh, we got notifications too. I'm pretty sure we left off with a date with Damien. Pretty sure. Let's see, we have 2 notifications here. Hello, Amanda's dad. It's me, your friend Craig, who loves sports. Yes, I know. I have nice and smart children who are good at computers. Oh man, great to hear from you, buddy. What's up? I'm still strong. I am strong. Ha, don't I know it. Say, I've been reading up about whey protein. You use that at all? I figured it'd help me develop a bit more muscle. Yes, I know what that is. My children are having a tea party and they wanted to invite Amanda, but we can't find her on here. You're also invited. Physical invitation to follow. Cool, I'd love to come. I'll let Amanda know. Thank you, Amanda's dad. Why is he talking like that? Coffee time. You know dads love coffee. Gonna brew myself something black as midnight on a moonless night. I put on a fresh pot and work on a few word jumbles while I wait for it to brew. Hey, this one spells sorrow. Dad, ready for today? I'm ready for every day, sweetie. Gonna tackle it head on. No, you ready for the thing that we're gonna do today? The thing that you promised you'd do? Honey, I already told you I'm not gonna throw away my Tom Clancy novels. They're just stacked in the living room. I keep bumping into them and knocking them over and you don't even read them. Wait, no, it's not what I'm here about. The tea party, Dad. Nope, I don't remember that. Craig's kids? That hand-drawn invitation? Ugh. Amanda walks over to the refrigerator and comes back with a hand-drawn invitation on a sheet of computer paper, inviting Amanda and Amanda's dad to a tea party. So it's definitely Craig's kids that are typing this and setting this all up. They spelled quarterly wrong. I don't even know what that is. Just put on some going outside pants and let's get going. I can't go outside in sweatpants. I can go outside in sweatpants. Nothing's stopping me. Dad, I'll see you in a minute. Put on going outside pants. F*** authority. F*** authority! What did I say about the pants? I'm a rebel, sweetie. Whatever, I'm sure it'll be fine. Hello, thank you for coming to our tea party. I do my best bow and present my daughter, who thanks them with a curtsy. This way, please. Briar and Hazel lead us to a small table with tiny chairs. Some are occupied by stuffed animals, and Matt and his daughter, Carmencita, are here too. Matt raises a comically small plastic teacup at me. Hey, dude. How's the tea? The imaginary tea is absolutely wonderful. I taste a hint of lemongrass. Hello, Carmencita. Hello, Mr. Amanda's dad. Did you just wake up? Fuck you! No. Why? Those are inside pants. Don't laugh like that. Please have a seat. I sit down between Amanda and Matt. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of this chair. Hi, everyone. I turn to see Daisy and Brian enter into the backyard and take a seat next to us. Sorry we're late. Daisy made me put on my going outside pants. Amanda punches me on the shoulder. See? Oh, so you approve of cargo shorts when they're on Brian, but not when they're on me. Dad, you're embarrassing me at the tea party. This is a high-class affair. But, shh, it's about to start. Thank you all for taking the time out of your busy schedules for some high tea. Actually, it's a common misconception that high tea was appreciated by nobles. Dad, shut up! If you're all put on your designated tiaras. There are little tiaras sitting on everyone's plates. Well, except for Brian's. His is a softball helmet. Oh, we ran out of tiaras. I don't think this is going to fit me, but I appreciate the thought. Dad, you're royalty. Please act like it. Brian tries to balance the ill-fitting softball helmet on top of his head, but it immediately tumbles off and into the bushes. I'll get that later. Hey, everybody. Craig comes out with a teapot and a tray of sandwich cookies. Dad, is the tea ready? Yeah, it's been, steeping for a while now. Awesome. Oh. Would you girls like to serve your guests tea? No, thank you. We'd much appreciate our servants' help. Craig leans over to me. Nice. That's me. Craig places teacups in front of all of us. and a single sandwich cookie onto each of our plates. He pours some tea into my cup. Awfully fluorescent for tea. I clink my teacup with Matt's and take a sip.
Oh.
Good lemonade. It's tea.
Hey.
Right, very good tea. I lean over to Amanda, who's happily enjoying her tea. So, what do we do at tea parties? We enjoy the splendors of upper-class society, Father. She takes a dainty bite of a sandwich cookie. Marvelous. So, the meeting of the princesses has been called to order. Here, here. My dog just opened the door and it scared the absolute shit out of me. Hey, Whiskey, what are you doing? Want to come up here? Come here. Come here, Tito. Jump. Hey, Tito. My baby boy. Come on, Whiskey, jump. You want to try to jump on the bed instead? Oops. Turned on the dinosaur thing. Come on, Whiskey, jump. Jump, Whiskey, up here. Up here. Whiskey, come on. Jump up here. Come on. Come on, Whiskey. Tito, come up here. Tito, come here. Over here, Tito. My dogs are dumb. Come here, Whiskey. You need some love too. Come here, sister. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. But I'm a warrior princess. I hunt and stuff, and I have like a really cool sword. You ready to go off? Go on, Whiskey. Go on. Go on. Good girl. Can I be a space princess? I'll allow it. And I'll be a rock star princess. Finally, that freaking Max tow truck turned off. I'm also a space princess. Can there be more than one? Space is pretty big, don't you think? I changed my mind. I want to be a space princess too. Dad, what are you? Do I get to be a princess? Duh. Well, I guess that makes me History Channel princess, hacker princess, rude boy princess. If I drop my crown on the floor, I'll make sure to pick it up and pick it up. Matt liked the joke at least. I think I'll be a landscaper and general contracting princess. Barista princess reporting for duty. Hey everybody, CrossFit princess here. Not now, servant. If it weren't for the princess uprising, it would be you serving me. We sip tea for a little longer, and then the girls run off to fight dinosaurs as space rocks, Star Warrior princesses, I think. They're grown up so fast. It felt like yesterday that I was helping Amanda throw her own tea parties. Did she make you a servant too? You betcha. Carmencita made me an actually brew tea for hers. Pitfalls of owning a coffee shop.
Oh.
Pitfall? Your custom blends are amazing. That hibiscus one you gave me a while back was choice. Aw, thanks. It's really nice the girls are all getting along. Yeah, I'm really glad we moved into this community. We are too. Amanda's been kind of a role model to them, you know? I hadn't even realized, and I don't even know if Amanda does either. But I guess they're right. All of the girls in the neighborhood look up to her. She seems to go out of her way to play with them. I'm so proud of her. You better not put that girl's tea party time! I brought extra word jumbles if anyone wants to kill some time while the girls play. The day rolls on and the girls get all tuckered out. Amanda spends the whole day playing with them and taking their pictures, promising that she'll send the best ones later. I can't read. We all clean up and help put away the tea sets and tables. Then, then head out as Daisy and Carmencita fall asleep on their dad's shoulders. Aw, how cutesy! Take care, guys. Thanks for coming. Bye, rude boy princess. You want dinner? Nah, I filled up on cookies. Me too. I'm tired. Dude, Sam, playing with a bunch of little kids who are all simultaneously want your attention and approval is surprisingly exhausting. But in a good way, but also kind of in a scary way. How so? I feel like I gotta be on my best behavior for them. I don't want to let them down. Is it because you still feel bad about dropping the F-bomb in front of your cousin that one time? Ooh. I corrupted her, Dad. She's secondhand smokes now. Well, those kids really look up to you. I'm glad they have you as a role model. Sex, Pops. I ruffle Amanda's hair. That's nice. That was a nice little quick one.
You've got dads.
Let's see what Matt says. Hey, Dad, what are you feeling about Oh, I love poker! Beyond hardly knowing her. Poker, I hardly know her. There it is. Well, good talk. Wait, I actually like poker. I just saw the joke and I had to take the shot. Please, Matt, I'm a dad. I'm contractually obligated. No, I get that. Anyway, we've been playing weekly poker games, and I figured I should send an invite your way. Bro, I hope I actually get to play poker. I love poker. That sounds great. I love losing money. Cool, dude. See you soon. Lose that money! Please let me actually play poker. Matt invited me to a poker night at Joseph's house. I put on my going out coat and walk over. Across the way, I spot Matt, who's walking over from his house. He's got a case of beer under his arm. Crap, I should have brought something. Hey, man. Crap, I should have brought something. No worries, man. It's your first time. Just bring a full wallet. How long have you guys been doing this all for? Years, buddy. Just a nice way to keep in touch with the guys. It's never really high stakes. We pass through the fence enclosing Joseph's backyard. Craig, Brian, and Joseph hover around the patio. Is that how you spell hover? That looks like hover. Drinking beer and chatting. Robert sits in the corner, brooding as usual. Dad, glad you could make it. So am I. I'm psyched to take all your money. Just like old times. Craig's the resident shark. We prefer the term person who's good at poker. I'm well aware. Craig's always been suspiciously good at poker. Are you still as terrible as you were in college? Poker face. Hey, I wasn't terrible. I'm not bad at poker. I'm definitely good at poker. Everyone stares at me. Okay, maybe that was a little defensive. Okay, I'm bad at poker. There's no way you're as bad as Joseph. Joseph shrugs. This is basically my teething? Is that how you spell teething? I'm giving back to the community. Plus, I can't be teething. Plus, I'm happy to just sit here and eat all of Brian's snacks. Guess who brought pigs in a blanket? I love pigs in a blanket. Jesus Christ. Not Craig. Hey, my chia seed and granola energy balls are just as delicious. I'm sure they are. They probably taste pretty good. Everyone laughs. They're losers. Let's just get the game going. Please let me play poker. I'm not addicted. We all take a seat at the table and Matt starts dealing cards. The first couple rounds go by easily as I'm getting the hang of things, but it's obvious that Craig is running the show here. Craig, how did you get so good at this? It's pretty easy. You just start getting a feel for everybody's tell. Like Matt will scratch his ear. Hey. Brian adjusts his pants when he's trying to lie. Now wait a second. And I think you just loudly announce to the whole room when you have a good hand. Yeah, yep, that's me. What's Joseph's tell? Everything. Literally everything. That man is an open book. He couldn't lie if he tried. Well, at least I have God on my side. See, you can't even say that with a straight face. What about Robert? Robert doesn't have a tail, does he? Honestly, the man's an enigma. Robert raises his glass of whiskey to us in a solemn salute. I think you'd wipe the floor with us if he actually tried. I'm just here because I enjoy the company. Robert pulls out his phone and stares at it. Robert, is that a flip phone? Yeah. What? Are you a drug dealer now? Yeah, what do you need? Horse? Speed? Tijuana Chinese? I can get you the street stuff easy, but if you're looking for something exotic or designer, that's maybe 72 hours and a favored call. Maybe I won't need you today, maybe I won't need you tomorrow, but someday. Oh, I think I'm good. Right. But still, if you got the coin, I got the goods. I dropped my phone in the toilet, and this is a backup until I can get it replaced under warranty. Everyone murmurs their sympathies. We've all been there. We go back to playing. I really got to stop eating these pigs in a blanket. Pigs in a blanket? I don't know. They're very good. I think they might be cheese in them. Oof, I don't know if I got enough to raise you on this round. You can always bet your firstborn. If you think you can handle another one, be my guest. Briar and Hazel are a handful, to say the least. Buddy, you think 3 kids is a handful? Try 4. I'm operating at 100% dad capacity at all times. Let me play poker! Actually, it's technically 5. Christine saw a commercial for one of those dolls that poop and wouldn't stop asking for it. Ugh, I hate those! We ended up getting it for her for her birthday, but she's so grossed out by the fake baby poop that she makes me change the diapers. So now I'm changing the real baby and the fake baby. There's just a lot of poop in my household right now. Daisy got one of those a while back. One night, I walk in on her after she had tried to take the doll apart to see how the poop oh my god. How the poop mechanism worked. Jesus. But then she couldn't put it back together and started crying. Poop everywhere. Fake poop, but still. That reminds me of, wait, do we all have poop doll stories? Everyone nods in agreement. Guys, I really don't need any more poop in my life than there is already. Can we just get back to poker and not talk about poop? Matt deals another hand and we quickly forget about the poop. We run out of pigs in a blankets, so we switch over to Craig's healthy snack food. It actually isn't terrible. These kale chips are phenomenal. We should sell these at the coffee shop. It's my own recipe. I'd be happy to give it to you guys. I can see it now. Pierce the kale chips. Pierce the Veil is a popular post-hardcore screamo band out of San Diego. We all look at Matt confused. It's maybe not any of your wheelhouses. How's the shop nowadays? Busy as ever. I'm toying with the idea of hiring another person to work the counter, but I haven't found a good candidate. If Amanda's looking for a summer gig, let me know. That's really nice of you, but I think she's been burned too badly by coffee shops before. Literally, not figuratively. Matt cocks his head to the side. I'll ask her, though. We get down to the final hand of the night, and it's Craig in the lead by a landslide. Joseph has long lost all of his chips and has taken to tidying up, refusing any help from the rest of us. Brian deals us all cards. So what's it going to take for Robert to give a damn on this round? Robert looks up from his half-empty glass of whiskey. Do you really want to unleash the beast? Well, now I'm curious. I got a long history of being a gambling man, but I'll only do it if you make it interesting. None of this penny chip nonsense. I got a Lily's 18-year single blend sitting in my closet right now. Was saving it for when River turns 21, but I'm willing to put it up as collateral. Oh! Now you're talking my language. He throws the keys to his truck on the table. She's seen better days, but she can still pull the treated truck out of the ground. Holy cow! Nope. Myself and everyone else at the table immediately folds. Deal the cards, bry guy. Are you guys sure you wanna? You heard the man. Deal. Brian deals the next round of cards. Craig stares daggers at Robert, who casually sips his whiskey. So I know what you might be thinking. Robert put his old workhorse up for grabs, his only mode of transportation, at times in his life only home. How could he be so sure of his abilities in gambling? I'll tell you right now, Craig. I wasn't always like this. Why'd the music stop? I was a lot like you. Smart, talented, cocksure of my own luck. Great biceps. But it didn't last long, though. I lost everything in a game of Pai Gow in the back of a room of a Shenzhen tea house on what I thought was a 3-day business trip. Everything gone. Clothes, money. My mom texted me. Identification, you name it. I woke up in a ditch near Zazu Park and had to make my life new from there. It took me 3 years to beg, borrow, and steal my way back into American soil. And in those 3 years, I saw the greatest depths of human fear. Loved deeper than I ever had, and lost it all many times over. I've seen my own depth, Craig. I know how I die. It's not like this. So let's make this more interesting.
Nice.
Robert produces the deed to his house from his jacket and tosses it on the table. All I have and all I am. Are you prepared to go the distance? Craig wipes the sweat from his brow. He studies Robert's face intently, searching for any sort of tell that he can find. Robert casually sips in his whiskey again. I fold. Everyone erupts. Fine. The whiskey is yours. And that's why you don't dance with the devil. So what was it? Were you bluffing or did you have the cards? That's for me to take to my grave, fellas. He for sure had 7 deuce. Next week, boys? Next week. You got it. I'll be there. Sure thing. This has been very relaxing, and I sincerely doubt I will wake up in a cold sweat thinking about it tonight. Keep working on that poker face, Dad. We all say our goodbyes and head our separate ways. I love poker.
Welcome.
Okay, hold on. I have to go get my stuff out of the dryer. Bed sheets are out of the laundry. Bed is made. Time to go on a date with Hugo. Hugo Vega, middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know, and I'm sorry. On a Friday night, you are most likely to brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? A Remembrance of Things Past by Marcel Proust. What are your turn-ons? Muscles. What did you want to be when you grew up? A movie star. What's your favorite movie genre? Documentaries on art history. Gross. What's your ideal date? Each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. What do you never leave at home without? My glasses. Actually, I forget them at home a lot. I spend a lot of time thinking about. I worry that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. I don't give a shit. I navigate to Hugo's dad book page and type out a message. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Want to hang out sometime? I wait for a few minutes before the computer dings. I'm so glad you messaged me, and I definitely want to hang out sometime. But I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Is there any possible way you could come by and replace them? Uh-oh. I completely understand if you don't want to or you can't make it, but I'm going to be honest with you here. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get. I think about it for a moment. Man, that's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for. And they're in middle school, arguably the worst age to be. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Morning, Amanda. Morning, Pops. Hey, how was middle school for you? Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible. Everyone sucks, no self-awareness. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross little building for 40+ hours a week, doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day, top 40s pop. Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What was your middle school experience like? I don't remember. It was so long ago, we probably rode dinosaurs to class and bartered for lunch with the tiny skulls of animals we had slain. You probably had to walk uphill in the snow both ways too, huh? And we liked it. See, middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school? Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip, I got to go on us to the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder, they gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory. I don't like clam chowder, so... Oh, is that why you won't eat clam chowder anymore? No, it's because Bobby Willingham threw up into one of the vats of clam chowder and I'm the only one who saw it happen. It haunts me. Right, let's leave that story firmly in the past. Anyway, you should just do it. Mr. Vega sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with the cool fish. Amanda, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. Holy cow, that's crazy, because the ocean is my biggest fear. I hate the ocean. What, are you worried that a whale is going to pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Maybe. Don't you put fear in my heart. Well, do they have penguins there? Yes, they have penguins there. Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of ocean. It's close. I sit back at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. I arrive at the aquarium to find that the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddle around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. Hugo jogs up to me, looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo! It's been a debacle all morning. We're shorthanded and most of the kids won't stop screaming, as I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers. I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar.
Oh.
Great. Well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over here. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start. Can you guys put your phones away? All the kids look up for a moment to stare at Hugo. Then they go back to texting. At least they're quiet.
Oh.
Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school after all. We'll see. They're going to be up to something. The class starts filing into the aquarium, and Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab the sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet? Honestly, it's just busy work so the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asked them to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef. Teacher hacks. I like that. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books? We just did a unit on the old man in the sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays.
Yes.
It gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have phenomenal selection of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander to a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long stripes. That right there is a lionfish. Did you know, did it say stripes or spikes? I don't know. Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size? What the hell? Whoa.
Ah.
Their spines are venomous too. Probably was spines. Nature is hardcore. You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank. That's a stonefish, the most venomous fish in the world. And they just, like, keep it here. Oh, they're relatively harmless as long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them? Tissue necrosis. Necrosis? I think it's necrosis. Cool. Nature is wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, see that fish over there? That one? Yeah, that's the American longfin, blue-nosed wiggly fish. Hump head, I like blue-nosed wiggly fish. Yeah? Did you know that paranormal fish trivia, paranormal fish trivia, this fish sleeps upside down, but contrary to popular belief, it's not actually a vampire. That's the vampire fish. Wait, are you serious? As serious as a heart? Absolutely not. I'm playing for the gag here.
Yes.
Good one. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who started fighting over a Capri Sun. I walk around the room, reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside of the enclosure. After a while, I look around to see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in a childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry, hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Wow. I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? I'd rather stare at you. I'd rather stare at you. We can learn a great deal from Mother Ocean. Are those two sharks kissing? No, Dad, one's eating the other. I didn't know they did that in an aquarium. Well, we stand together for a long moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans those horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturized hands. Hugo rolls up his sleeve and sticks his hand in the water. Don't you want to pet some rays, Dad? Oh, I think I'm good. I think I should just stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance. Come on, it'll be fun and informative. Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they will probably bite me and my delicious hands if given the chance. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their barbs removed, the horseshoe crabs only eat little clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to touch. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank. Slowly dipping my hand into the cold water, I touch a stingray as it glides past me. See? Not so bad. It feels like fun, slimy leather. Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right? I dive my hand back into the touch tank with the renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke at some urchins and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the salmon enemy. I pull away, blushing. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Sorry, I just get a little carried away Wait, that girl over there looks suspicious. Why is that? Are backpacks usually that wet? Hold on. Susan! Susan, get back here! Hugo runs after a middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit. Want to tell me what's in the bag? Textbooks? Want to tell me what's really in the bag? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think he might need a bad cop. Look, kid. We don't have time for games here. That's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink. I'm not afraid to hit a child. I don't know. I don't think Hugo's going to like that one. I'll say that. I had a bud go down for that once. He came out as a changed man. Said he missed the bars. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do.
Oh.
Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time we won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. We stare at it for a moment before it starts to move. Hugo leans down and unzips the backpack. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor. An employee swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back into the tank. She gives us a disapproving look. Jesus, Susan, what was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside? Where he was gonna die? Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Yeah, and hands where we can see him. Susan sulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder. Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here. Or the last. In the next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks, sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surround us.
Oh.
Look over here. Hugo points to some of the seahorses gathered at the bottom of the tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth. That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. A low murmur from the students. They just jump back on their phones. That's crazy. Fun fact, male seahorses can even give birth and then get pregnant in the same day. Man, we thought we had it hard.
Hey.
I wonder if they have to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. All, however, many thousand of them. You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo.
Oh.
It's not really my specialty, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about the things we don't understand every day of our lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person. Good point, but I still don't trust the ocean. We'll get there. We finally make our way over to my favorite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit. Do we get to see the penguins?
Hey.
Yes, we get to see the penguins. Hell yeah. Our group of kids runs around the exhibit. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the puffin enclosure, trying to get their attention. For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seem to be having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't too bad.
Whoa.
Hugo suddenly grabs my arm. Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure. Wait, just kidding, it's very bad. Is it one of ours? It most certainly is. Molly Henderson, Susan's friend. God, these girls, bro. I look over to the penguins and see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of sight out of one of the employees. Over on the side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked this whole time? We gotta stop her before the staff sees and bans our school for life. Hugo looks around. I'll create a distraction. Hugo runs toward the puffin exhibit and addresses the entire room. Everybody, 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 I have an announcement. The whole room turns to Hugo. Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Everybody just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I run into the enclosure and am greeted by a cold blast of air. Psst, hey! The girl whips around to look at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. You can't be in here. Neither can you! I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy that I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but this girl still laughs at me. Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion when we're discussing the birdness of penguins. The crowd is still somehow enraptured. What did that say? I don't know. Kid, what are you even doing? I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom. Where are they even going to go? They're going to live in my closet. Look, I just don't even have the time to argue about this. We got to get out of here. Not until I save a penguin. Little known fact is that penguins only live in the cold climates. With some exceptions. So they don't all live in cold climates if you're splitting hairs here. Did I mention that they don't fly? The crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. Lay down the law. Try to relate her to her. Bribe to her. Let's try to relate to her. I think back to the time I released all of the feeder mice from the pet store. It was a disaster. I was 6, but it was still a disaster. Molly, you know, life can be cruel. Money. Give me money. I will give you $20 right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second. Okay, well, give it to me right now. I reach into my pocket and pull out everything I have, examining each bill. Okay, well, I have $12 and some change. Also, there's a button here. Is that enough? Pay me the other 8 later and we have a deal. We move to a shake on our arrangement before I suddenly realize that there's a wave of penguins on their way out of the enclosure. We're gonna have to block these birds. Oh, we're going to a minigame? Block!
That bird.
Block that bird! Oh man, so I'm just kicking them and slapping them right now? What is happening? Ah! Slap all of them. Can I hit the stupid frickin' girl that got us in here in the first place? I don't think I can. Oh, that one's not moving. Oh no. Oh no, why aren't they leaving? Why are there so many? Why can't I get them out? Hello? What is happening? Hold on. What? Go away!
Bribe that teen.
Bribe that teen? Oh, money! Money! Yeah, money! Yay, money! Hey, the penguins have money too. Boom. Boom. So good at this. Penguins escaped? 0. That has to be an S rank. Bribery works. If you are ever in any predicament, just bribe whoever it is. Unless it's the cops, don't do that. Were you glad that's over? Just in time to... Looks like Hugo's wrapping up his divisionary penguin speech. And that's why I think that penguins are one of the best animals in the world. A few people in the audience clap out of a sense of duty. Everybody starts dispersing. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over. Molly, what were you doing in there? I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega. You realize that the penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have had a dead penguin on your hands. Well, it was the thought that counts. No, Molly, it wasn't. Molly turns to me. You owe me $8. What? Just, I'll pay you later, kid. Molly runs off towards Susan, I suppose, so that they can compare animal thief notes.
Oh.
You're not off the hook, Molly.
Oh.
Dad, did you just bribe a child? I bribed a child. I don't know what she's talking about. You can't play by the rules when there's penguins on the line. Listen, man, we've all done dark things in our lives. I'm not the young, bright-eyed youth I used to be. That person believed in a world where you wouldn't have to bribe children to save a penguin. The me today knows different. I only wish I could go back. Let's just get through the day and get out of here. He's kind of angry. With the day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop, and we make our way back to the school buses. As we leave the aquarium, and the kids load onto the bus, Hugo pulls me aside. Hey, Dad, thank you so much for helping me out today. You're a lifesaver. It was no problem. It was actually kind of fun. Let me take you out next time to make it up to you. You like cheese boards? Oh, I love cheese boards. Great. Well, I gotta make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around. I walk inside to find the house empty. I wonder where Panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops through the front door. What you up to tonight? Just doing some homework. How's the aquarium? Homework outside? It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin. We've all been there. I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw.
Alright.
You got a gun to the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us? Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though. I'm surprised he helped complete a cover-up. He's usually kind of a what? Kind of a stick in the mud. He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. Alright, too much adventure for me today. I'm gonna go rest my eyes. You mean take a nap? There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father. Why was she doing homework outside, huh? Strange. Date complete. Big points, big points.
That was phenomenal.
Thank you, that was quite phenomenal. We have now gone on a date with everybody except Joseph. Joseph Christiansen, voted Maple Bay's #1 youth minister for 5 years running, living in my hometown with my beautiful wife and our 4 amazing kids. If I'm not in church, you can catch me out in the open water, setting sail on the seas of adventure. I love playing guitar and crushing my kids at Candyland. I also play guitar, so you know. On a Friday night, you are most likely to. Lead the community in a fun mixer. Marley, why are you under my desk? Okay. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? My 6th string. What are your turn-ons? My loving wife. See, this is weird, because he's the only one that's in a relationship. So how are we going to date him? But his wife is also a whore. We know that already, because she tried to hit on us. What did you want to be when you grew up? A ship captain. What's your favorite movie genre? Feel-good movies. What's your ideal date? Loving night on the town with my wife. What do you never leave home without? The good book. I spend a lot of time thinking about how I can be a better man, husband, and father. Oh, well, isn't he just a perfect little guy? His family's a little weird, but Joseph seems cool. I should take him up on his offer to hang out. Wait, how do I hang out with a priest? I don't go to church. Should I be Jesus-y? I imagine Joseph's family staring at me as I fumble through some sort of prayer attempt. Maybe not too Jesus-y. A light smattering of Jesus. Will he want me to pray? Is he going to pray at me? Do I have to pray at him? Talking to Joseph, huh? Yeah! Amanda, how many times have I told you to not sneak up on me like that? I selectively ignore it every time you do, Pops. Amanda looks over my shoulder at the screen. Joseph can't read your mind, you know. If you want to talk, just message him. But I've never been friends with a priest before. What do I talk about? My favorite Bible passages? Ice cream socials? Cockies? What is that? First of all, he's a youth minister with a tattoo, not a priest. There's a difference. You're overthinking it, Dad. Listen, just put it like this. Hello, neighbor. Thanks again for inviting me to the barbecue. I'd love to hang out soon if you're not too busy. Isn't that a little too business casual? Fine, fine. Give me the keyboard. I got this. Amanda focuses on the keys. Hi, Joseph. It was great meeting you and your family. I'm still new around here, so if you'd like, I'd love to hang out and get to know you. See ya. The smiley is a nice touch. Almost immediately, I receive a response. What'd he say? Hi, Dad. If you're not doing anything in a bit, the kids and I are baking treats for the church bake sale today, and we'd love to have you over. It'll be a blast, so let me know. Huh, that wasn't so bad. He uses a lot of exclamation points. I'm more concerned about him signing his name with a tilde? Is that tilde? Yeah. Tilde. I'm willing to let that slide this time. I respond back. Sounds like fun, Dad. Well, guess I'm doing this. Nope. Well, guess I'm doing this. Great. Come on by the house. Yeah. So you have a brownie for me? Promise you won't sneak up on me anymore? Amanda stares at me, unblinking. I don't make promises I can't keep. Real to a fault, Pops. And Dad! Please don't be weird about the religion thing. Me? Weird? Never. Psst, no. I make the short walk over to Joseph's place. Don't be weird, Dad. But what if they hang up a bunch of crosses or collect those little porcelain babies? What if they're all praying? Do they pray before dinner, during dinner, over the porcelain babies? The door begins to creak open and a shadowy figure obscures on the other side. Who's there? Dad? The door opens the rest of the way. It's Joseph's eldest. What's his name? Hey, Christian, it's Krish! It's Chris. Chris, right. Hi again. I'm Dad. I know what your name is. Oh yeah, we met at the barbecue. How's the, Please don't say it. Jesus. Chris blinks slowly. Maybe he didn't hear that. You're weird. Is your dad... Before I finish, Chris walks into an adjacent room, leaving me in front of the open doorway. Home. This was a great first impression. For a moment, I wonder if I should just go in, further subjecting Joseph's family to my winning attitude of artful charisma. Mercifully, he peeks his head around the corner. Dad, you made it! Joseph approaches with his arms wide. I'm so glad you can come by. Are you ready to bake? I'm not. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. I'm pretty good at baking. I like baking. That's the kind of semi-confidence I like to see in a baking assistant. Come on in. Joseph leads me into a bright, spacious home full of nautical knickknacks. This isn't what I imagined at all. It's actually pretty charming. I believe you met Chris, who left you outside. Chris? Are you going to apologize? Oh, right. Sorry. I try to make eye contact with Chris, but he keeps looking away. He must be really shy. It's alright. Next time, just be a little more inviting to our guests, okay? Sure. Chris seems to relish the chance to escape the conversation and quickly vanishes into his room. Joseph turns to me apologetically. Don't take it personally. Chris likes to keep to himself. I mean, we didn't start off on the best foot in the world. Plus, being the eldest in a big family can't be easy. We try to cut him a little slack where we can. And here are the twins. Christian. I don't like that. Christian. Christy, say hello to Dad. Hello, Father. Hello, Dad. My girlfriend texted me now. Kids, come on. Dial it back on the creepy twin shtick. Creepy twin shtick? Egg them on. We should get to baking. Maybe it's better if I don't shift the power dynamic of the creepy nightmare twins. Are you guys going to help us bake? We don't want to bake. Well, okay, what do you want to do? We have to perform surgery. Guys, we've been over this. Please stop cutting open your toys. Christian and Christy run out of the room, giggling. After a second of relative silence, Joseph turns to me, grinning sheepishly. You ever have more than one kid, Dad? Nope. You should try it. We both start to laugh, but are interrupted by a loud crash from the kitchen. What now? That doesn't sound good. Christy? No one responds. Joseph furrows his brow and motions for me to stay where I am. Wait here a minute. Joseph rushes into the kitchen. I remember this with Amanda. Half of fatherhood is trying to keep your kids from finding creative ways to kill themselves. And he's got 4. Talk about worry. I take a seat on his surprisingly pristine couch and twiddle my thumbs. Examine bookshelf, examine coffee table, examine the floor. Yes, the floor. Well, you have this many kids and things are bound to end up on the floor, no matter how hard you try to keep it clean. I spot a terrifying cloth doll that appears to have had both arms pulled off several times. It has been stitched back together a lot. The tag says C+C, of course. I set that down and spot a houseplant. Hey, little guy. Keep being you, tiny houseplant. I spot one last thing on the floor next to the houseplant. It's a silver necklace. Wow, this looks expensive for something casually tossed on the floor. If there's a story here, it's none of my business. Examine the bookshelf. It's a pretty sturdy wooden bookshelf. It looks handmade. Did Joseph build this? There's a big stack of what looks like travel magazines. Hyenas out of the Serengeti, the underwater mysteries of Antarctic, and the Antarctic, and on and on. Seems like Joseph really loves a good adventure. Unless this is a merry thing. Who knows? Next to them are a couple of different Bibles. Looks like he's covering all the Bible bases. King James, New American Standard, the Bible for teens. He is a cool youth minister after all. On a higher shelf, there are a bunch of old romance novels. Judging by the wine stains, they must be Mary's. The newest one looks like Hot Body Johnson, Sex Detective. The 8th installment in... Wait, this is a series? Let's examine the coffee table. There's a couple cool knickknacks on the coffee table in front of me. Hey, a cross. Hey, another cross. This one looks a little different. And a third cross. Unified design aesthetic. Smart choices. There's also a brass thing here. It looks like something a sailor would use to navigate with. I think they're called sextants. No way. Sex. Yeah. It's been a while. I guess I should go into the kitchen and see what's up. I walk into the kitchen and find Joseph holding Christy in one arm. She seems a lot calmer than she was a minute ago. I raise an eyebrow at Joseph. The twins are a lot more manageable when they're separated. Where's Christian?
Hey.
Christian. He ran off. Christy dips a spoon into the brownie batter and gives it a taste. Dad, it's too sweet. You're too sweet. No, I'm not. You're so sweet we might have to water you down with spiders. No, not spiders! Joseph begins tickling Christy with his free hand. Between the laughing and squirming, I don't know how he's got a hold of her, but that girl is locked in place. The man is a professional child wrangler. Christy fixes me with her best puppy dog eyes. Save me from the spiders! Spoon duel the Spider King. Renegade option. Let's spoon duel the Spider King. I grab a wooden spoon and point it in Joseph's direction. Unhand her, foul beast! Okay, Dad the Valiant, let's see what you've got. You may have defeated me at Tarantula Ridge, but now I have the upper hand. Joseph gently puts Christy down behind him. Have you come to squash me, knight, or have you merely fallen into my web? I'm no mere fly, Spider King. Now, and God! For a minute or so, Joseph and I mock duel with the two dumbest looking spoons in the room. Eventually, I strike a killing blow in the invisible heart between his arm and his body, and Joseph recoils in horror. Blast! I am defeated. You could never best me, Spider King, for I have the power of... I sneak a taste from the brownie batter. The magic. Oh man, that is way too sweet. Christy begins jumping up and down excitedly. My hero! Christy hugs my leg before making a surprisingly fast exit. Hey, wait, do you want to bake brownies with us? Christy hesitates, then shakes her head no again. Sparkle Pony. Sparkle Pony? Joseph looks confused. You don't want to bake with Dad now? You want to play Sparkle Pony? Yes. Okay, go. Before Joseph can even finish his sentence, Christy is out the door and down the hall. Joseph sighs deeply as he stares into the chocolate batter. He tastes it again, face twisting. And that is still way too sweet. So what made that crash? Egg beaters on linoleum floor. It's my new techno single. Still haven't thought of a B-side. Now we're both looking into the batter. It's got a silky sheen of sugar and chocolate candies throughout. And I have a feeling Christy had something to do with it. We need a fresh start. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really a baker, but don't even sweat it. The bag came with instructions that have mysteriously vanished along with my daughter. So we'll probably be fine. Probably.
Excellent.
Yeah, probably. He certainly looks confident. Alright, Dad, you've baked a cake from a box before, once. How hard could this be? Now grab a spoon and get ready to rock. Mario Batali saved me. Joseph and I set to work cracking the eggs and mixing the things and then pouring the things according to how we assumed the back of the box would tell us to. Things go accordingly to plan, and soon enough we have a solid batch of brownies. Woo! Wait, Joseph has a little dot of batter on his nose. Wow, Dad, way to use those dad skills. I bet you've baked a few box mixes in your time. His nose, Joseph. All we have to do is bring these to the bake sale, and voila, duty done. Now help me find Christy. Keep your eye out for pony that sparkles. Joseph, hold still. What? Thumb in position, and got it. Joseph's eyes go wide as I gently wipe the chocolate off his nose. Is he blushing? Oh, thanks. Maybe him and his wife are a bit of cheaters. No problem. In less than a second, I've licked the batter off my finger. It's really good batter. We should find Christy. Yes, we should do that, Dad. Joseph quickly composes himself. All right, she can't be far. You take the delta position and I'll watch your 6. Do you even know what that means? Alpha Tango Sparkle, Roger, Roger. Joseph starts making his way down the hall and calls back to me. Take the brownies and the rest of the stuff I baked earlier today while I get Christy. We'll meet you out by the car. Joseph, Christy, and I arrive at the church parking lot to find fold-out tables and pop-up tents already set up. Looks like the bake sale is already in full swing. Wow, this place is packed. Is this packed? There are a few people milling around. Must be a value pack. If you can count a city's population on your fingers and toes, that counts as packed. This counts as packed. Point. Christy rockets out of the car and into the lot. Is she running on jet fuel? I want to sell brownies! Okay, let's get set up. I want to see Mom! She's down by the other row of tables helping out with another group. Want to go over there and tell her I said hi? Mom! Christy zips off immediately. Joseph seems unconcerned. Does she always run that fast? Yeah, and I can only catch her half of the time. These knees aren't what they used to be. I remember when Amanda was her age. I couldn't get her to sit still for 5 seconds. Yep, great age to deal with. While Christy's gone, Joseph and I arrange all of our baked goods on the table and settle in. So, are we allowed to eat any of our own goods? Look, if I don't see nothing, I don't say nothing. The man upstairs has strong feelings about snitches. Does he actually? Oh. Joseph shrugs. He eats a brownie. It looks like some of the other stalls are selling drinks, little handmade crafts, and other sweets. Whoa, someone brought a soft serve ice cream machine. I gestured to it. How are we supposed to compete with that? Please, this isn't my first time to the rodeo. The bake sale rodeo. There is actually no rodeo here. It's just a bake sale. I think you and I put together can make one pretty convincing argument for these brownies, don't you? Oh yeah, I hope so. Sneak another brownie to ease your fear of public interaction. Oh yeah. We high five. If you bake it, they will come. It's not long before we have our first customers. Hey dude. Hiya. Matt, Carmencita, great to see you guys out here. Happy to support a good cause. Plus, you know, as the owner of and proprietor of the Coffee Spoon, an establishment that specializes in baked goods, I have to scope out the competition. Joseph leans close to me. This guy knows his stuff. Stay on your toes. So, what recipe did you use for the brownies? Don't say you used the box recipe. Don't say you used the box recipe. We used the box recipe. We improvise. It's just how Nana used to make. Let me tell you a story, Matt. The way they made brownies in the old country, yeah, it was all thanks to Grandma and Dad. Travelers from far away who make the pilgrimage to her sleepy town simply to be amazed by her masterful use of chocolate. All that knowledge, all that experience, it was passed on to me. Sure. Joseph leans over again to me. Lying is literally one of the 10 things we try not to do. I'm sorry, Joseph. It was just a joke. All right. We'll take 2. Actually, we'll take 3. I ring them up and high-five Joseph as our happy customers walk away. See? Not so hard. Yeah, I'm hot off the good feelings from the last sale. Who's next? We sell brownies to a bunch of people I don't recognize, but who clearly knows Joseph. Eventually, another familiar face pops up. Dad! It's Brian. Close enough. Can we interest you two in any of our fine sweets and treats? You sure can. I bet I could eat all 10 brownies. Must resist urge to be competitive. I bet I could eat 11 brownies. Let the man buy his brownies. So we'll put you down for 10? Better make it just 2. 1 for me, 1 for Daisy. Coming right up. You excited for youth group movie night, Daisy? Yeah! What's the movie? It's a surprise. Joseph leans over to me. It's The Fast and the Furious. Would you watch that at church? Really? If you think about it, there's some heavy religious undertones. Joseph hands baggie to Daisy. I made sure to give you guys the edges. Clearly the superior part of the brownie topography. Thanks, Joseph. Our 2 customers walk off with their purchases. Joseph and I survey our stock. These are selling pretty hot. At this rate, we'll have enough money to pay for a new paint job on the church's pews in no time. Wait, what happened to the pews? Ernest spray painted his rapper Elias into them. Young Steinbeck. I would have gone for a young man in the sea, but I can respect that. Speaking in ministerial terms, Ernest is hard to reach. In father terms, Ernest is kind of a turd. Being a cool youth minister seems like a lot of work. It is, but it is worth it. Although, sometimes I wish... Never mind. What? It's kind of silly, but... Do you ever wish you could just drop everything and go lounge around on a beach somewhere in the tropics, drink fruity blended beverages, fall asleep on a hammock, you know, basically live out a Jimmy Buffett song? Joseph, I think about this every single day of my life. My dream is to live in Margaritaville. One day, my friend, one day we'll be on island time. We make a couple more sales to some more church patrons. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Off in the distance, I spot my old buddy Craig. Craig! He's going to be a hard sell. Craig's a fitnessman. I think he comes to these bake sales to test himself, to see if he has the resolve to refuse processed sugar. Are you sure you're ready for this? We go way back. I got this. Craig jogs up to our table with Briar and Hazel in tow. They're each finishing an ice cream cone, so it's unlikely we're going to sell them on brownies, too. Probably won't be able to sell to the baby. She's impossible to read. It all comes down to Craig. Hey, bros. Hi, Uncle Joseph. Hi, Amanda's dad. Would you be interested in one of our delicious homemade brownies? I don't know. Remember that one time? You can't spell diet without die. Tempt him. Remember that one time? Hey, Craig, when we were freshmen, remember how our next-door neighbors pranked us by switching out our laundry detergent with dish soap and how the washing machine exploded with suds? And then we decided to get back at them by baking brownies for them, but sprinkling high-intensity hot sauce into the mix, and then we watched them cry after eating it. I would feel bad. But we had to clean up the laundry rooms ourselves. Anyway, these brownies are like that, but without the hot sauce. Maybe you should get one more, for old time's sake. Craig thinks for a second. Well, the girls just won a game. You know what? We'll take one for each of us. Even River? I'll eat hers. You've got yourself a deal! The day winds down and we're pretty much out of items to sell. Everyone starts packing up. Christy eventually comes back and immediately falls asleep in Joseph's folding chair. Boxed mix, huh?
Give it a rest.
Mary saunters up to us. She looks like she'd rather be anywhere else than here. Bro, Mary's a bitch! Oh, hi, honey. Yep, they're selling like hotcakes, which is actually brownies. Cute and boring and safe. Hi, Mary. Mary's eyes dart toward me. What's the rookie doing here? I was just hoping to introduce Dad to the rest of the community. Uh-huh. You get a load of this freak show? What? Weird folk is all. Holier than thou types. Don't you think, Dad?
Yeah.
Mary. Let the kid answer the question. They're kind of weird. They seem nice. Shove a brownie in your mouth so you can't talk. They seem nice. They all seem like they're excited to help out at the church. That's pretty cool, I guess. Mary, can we talk about this later? Ugh, am I embarrassing you in front of your new friend? Joseph doesn't respond, trying his hardest to keep us cool. Can we please talk about this later? Sure thing, honey bear. Mary turns her attention to me. Hand over the cash. Jesus, I'm not trying to rob you. I'm trying to, I'm in charge of the funds here. I hand over the cash we made. It feels like a hefty wad if I say so myself. She's for sure keeping it for herself. Thanks. Now give me your wallet. What?
Hey.
Give me your wallet. You think this church is going to fix itself? Mary. I'm kidding. Sorry. I'll work on the whole pretending to be happy thing. Mary leans in and whispers to me, he's really good at it. Mary walks off without saying goodbye. Yeesh. I'm really sorry about that. Are you okay? What's her deal? Brownies fix everything. Are you okay? She really likes pushing your buttons, huh?
Hey.
Joseph shrugs. No marriage is perfect. You ready to head out? Joseph and I load the folding tables back into my car. Christy nods off the moment Joseph straps her into the car seat.
Oh.
Oh. I drop Joseph off in front of his house. A small yawn sneaks out of me.
Oh.
Looks like I tuckered you out, huh? I'm a sleepy dad. I think I might finally be crashing out from all the sugar.
Oh.
I won't keep you up then. Thanks for helping me out today. Happy to do it. Also happy to eat brownies.
Oh.
Well, next time I promise we'll do something a bit more exciting and a little less free labor. And I'm very sorry about the whole thing with Mary. You shouldn't have had to see that. It's fine, really. I know, but what was that? Did you just fucking throw up? I know, but first, hang out domestic problems aren't a good look. You barely know me.
Aye.
Let me make it up to you next time. It won't be Margaritaville, but we'll do something fun. Promise. I smile. I'd like that.
Hey.
Oh, and one last thing. Joseph tosses a cling-wrapped brownie through the window. It hits me in the face, but I'm still able to catch it. It's the last one. You earned it. Joseph, please don't leave me alone with this brownie. Nope, too late. I'm already walking away. But, bye! Joseph walks up to his home. He waves me out. He waves at me before carrying Christy inside. Well, it looks like it's just you and me, brownie. Eat the brownie. I force the brownie down my gullet, knowing full well that this will be my undoing. I will feel this later. I like Joseph. He seems pretty cool. I like him more after this date. I step inside to find Amanda doing homework on the couch. Hey, Father Unit. I, child that I'm required by law to care for. How's homework? It's really fun and educational. Really?
Yeah.
How long have you known me for? Right. How was the bake sale? Good. I think I could have made a good life for myself as a brownie salesman. Glad to hear it. So what? Were there any extra brownies or... I ate the last one. Sorry, kiddo. No dice. I feel immediate shame for scarfing that last brownie. Actually, I don't know if it's shame or just nausea from all the brownie, but it could be both. That's okay. Hey, if you're not going to bed anytime soon, would you be up for a game of Real Shark Hunters of Orange County? I thought the last hunter got eaten by a shark. He did. I sit down next to her and cozy up with a blanket. Awesome. Date complete. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Everything is full. Oh, look at all the points. Rank A. I'll take it. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
We have now
You got
gone on
that.
a date with every single dad. Why are there so many notifications? Leave me alone. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe for some more Dream Daddy. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.